Yeah, there is absolutely no pause. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good
We
morning.
are used to Facebook world where there's like a 50-minute pause before you can share it. So hold on a second. Let us do our shares.
In the meantime, like and subscribe.
Okay. I'm going to do our sharing.
Are we public? Just a question. Oh, she's sharing. I'm like, she disappeared. She's sharing. That's what she's doing, I think. Hello, Toby. I haven't seen you on here for a while, girl. You've been busy.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh,
How's everybody doing?
that's weird. I tried clicking us on live and it didn't work.
It's not working?
Well, I can't find it on your page.
It's the first post on my personal page. I found
Well,
it.
onto YouTube. Did
Oh, on YouTube.
I clicked and subscribed like you should too.
Keep
N-
editing.
Know when we are live on YouTube.
You know when we're live on you. I'm glad.
Oh yeah.
That's a really big help when you know we're live on
Yes.
YouTube. Okay, mine is just continuing to swirl. So
Oh, hold on.
I am going to. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pull up the comments because I'd sure like to see what people are saying. Right? Okay.
Yeah, Toby's on. She is
Hey,
our
Toby.
on here and
We gained a really big crowd when we switched over to YouTube, but we also lost a crowd over on Facebook. So that's what we're trying to kind of navigate through. Okay, here we go. So that literally took 3 minutes to do all of that share stuff. I don't like that. You would think that in the age of AI, we would have a much quicker way to do this, right?
oh, here we are. I found us.
You found us. Oh gosh.
Oh,
So
and she didn't know we moved to YouTube. We kind of did an abrupt movement, in 1 week we moved to it.
we did. We just we're the rip the band-aid off kind of people because when the lawmakers mess with our internet streaming service and our way to communicate, we really don't have a choice in the matter. So
Yeah.
we don't have all of our eggs in one basket at this point. So good morning, Coach Darcy. How are
Good.
you?
I'm doing great.
I always feel like Tuesday morning, Monday morning, or Monday whole day, the whole day of Monday is like so busy in our coaching world that I don't get to say hi to you. So I almost feel like we need a family reunion catch up
We
on
do.
our Tuesday morning deals because I didn't get to catch up with you yesterday.
You were busy. I was busy. It was,
Crazy
that's
day.
Mondays go, but then I have that again on Wednesdays. So
Wednesday is another busy day. Wednesday's a really calm day for me, but don't tell anybody because then it won't be. Wednesdays and Fridays are my calm days,
yeah,
and today's today's pretty busy. Pretty busy.
yeah.
So
I've carved, I've carved out my Fridays on purpose
yeah.
because we try to teach that way of balance
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you know Fridays are a great day for me to catch up on things that you homework you've given me, and if I've got that done, then I can go out now and go pull weeds.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
outside.
That's really a wise thing to do, and I try to do that. And I say I do that, but in reality, if I have a client who needs me, you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well, same here. If they, like if there is a day, like Friday's the only day, we're obviously very flexible with that, but we also like to
Yeah. Yep.
super.
So I found out something this morning. I was on vacation and I was completely keto. You know how I believe about cheat days. I don't believe in them.
Yes.
Completely keto, but I had some drinks on vacation. Came back to a blood test because I'm doing some work with our local hormone physician here, and I had a blood test on Tuesday, came back, and my liver was like screaming. And it was so funny to see the numbers that came up on my liver test and the inflammation. It was I'm a science geek, and so it's kind of fun for me to see the impact of what alcohol does to the system. I mean, it was like black and white numbers of your liver is poisoned at this point, and it gave me a new perspective on how I use alcohol in general. And so I'm doing a massive liver cleanse under the guidance of the doctor. And I took the liver cleanse before workout this morning. Oh my gosh. Number one, don't poison your liver. Number two, you should not take the liver cleanse before a workout. And nothing embarrassing happened. It was just my feet felt like they had about 20 pounds on each foot, and I was shaking. I like my fingers were just like I was shaking, and so yeah, detox is not fun, and it has really taught me a valuable lesson as a health coach. So
Yeah.
I'm glad because we teach this stuff every day. We teach the impact of alcohol to your liver and in the same balance of real life keto. But to see the numbers and see, oh my gosh, what you're teaching is 100% black and white. Right here are the numbers. So don't hurt your liver, y'all. The liver is so important.
Let's to mention the other things we poison our bodies with.
Oh my gosh.
Alcohol,
Yeah.
the seed oils that we consume, and
Yeah.
the sugars, all those things. So
Yeah, the liver handles all of that. Like when I first started my weight loss journey, I wasn't really concerned about, what the pancreas did or what the liver did. I didn't care. I just assumed that those things were going to take care of themselves. All I needed to do was watch what I ate. So not true. So not true. And so it's really really cool to see that. So I'm on this cleanse. I go back for a blood test. There was two inflammatory numbers that were just like red hot, like hot bad numbers, and so I am really excited. And I'll post my numbers after I go back in June to see. Okay, here's the difference of what happens when you do participate in those toxic foods, and then what happens when you cleanse and you do things the right way.
right.
Oh my gosh. So today I thought we would talk about good morning, everybody. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you logged on and you're catching our live this morning. We're live every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we just want to be of help to you. So if there's, I don't know how to watch the comments. I'm assuming they'll pop up on my.
I can.
Can you see them? Okay.
Yep.
If you're watching us live, tell us where you're from. We want to hear where you're from. And if you find this helpful, make sure you hit the red bell. We're figuring this out over this YouTube thing. Darcy knew it before I did. Little bell that you hit, subscribe. That way, when we go live, you're going to know. And it will pop up on your phone. It'll be nice and handy. We do repost them on KM Health Coaching over on Facebook, but sometimes we've had some struggles with that. I don't know. I click live. Good morning, Coach. So today, I posted something on Sunday on my personal Facebook page, and it really has kind of lingered with me all week. And health coaches have busy seasons. Everybody thinks that January 1st is our busy season, including myself, until about 3 years into the coaching practice. And we're like, wait a minute. We're supposed to be like the New Year's resolution kind of career, right? We're supposed to be prepared, like tax season is for accountants. April 15th, they're all busy. January 1st, your weight loss coaches are busy. You know what we found is true and not true. So, who is busy? There's three people that are busy when it comes to weight loss January 1st. The gyms are very busy. You can't find a machine that's open, right? The weight loss shot companies, so Big Pharma is very busy January 1st. And the multi-level marketing scams are very busy on January 1st. The magic pills, potions, and concoctions are very busy on January 1st. We pick up a little bit. We pick up a little bit, but our busy season comes May through August. And I have been stressing because I'm a CEO of this company, so I've got to watch the bottom line. I've got to watch, okay, where do we need to improve? What does our message need to be? I've got to always be, ready for those changes. And I'm like, January 1st comes and I'm feeling like a failure. I'm like, I thought people wanted to lose weight in January, They do, but the thing is they want to lose it fast. And they want to cheat. They want a quick fix to their weight loss issue. Well, come right now in our season, what happens is we have hundreds of panicked people messaging us saying, first of all, my pocketbook's empty because I've just given this, company $357 a month for them to feed me cardboard food. And I'm not losing weight and I'm only eating 900 calories. What's wrong with me? I'm broken. So we start getting these messages and we're like, well, you chose a shortcut. You chose a scam company who believes in starving their people. You chose a pill, a potion, and a magic wand that doesn't work in weight loss, in health. Magic potions do not work. And so we just kind of keep, I was going to say, you're going to laugh when I say this. I was going to say, we keep our mouth shut, while this is all happening because we know what's going to happen. I don't keep my mouth shut because I hate people being abused. I hate starvation diets. I would love to keep my mouth shut and just say, well, when you're ready to do it right, call me. I try really hard to keep my mouth shut. And Darcy tries to make me keep my mouth shut, but it just, doesn't work. I hate people being abused. I hate it. I hate scams and I hate people throwing their money away. So we're in that season now. So what do you do when you've tried the magic potions that promise weight loss, that promise all of these things? Maybe you've lost 40 pounds and suddenly the weight, you're not doing anything different and the weight is coming raging back. Typical diets of those scam companies, the weight comes back 30 pounds a month. Yeah, so it's coming back. But what do you do when that starts to happen? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Is that all right, Coach?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to open it up, or do you want me to throw you? Do you want me to throw you a bone?
I feel like you should open it up, and I'll tag because I need to see where you're going with this.
Okay. I'm going to throw you a bone.
Box easily, but I'm not in the same soapbox you're on.
All right, we're going to talk about calorie deficit.
Okay.
That's your bone. That's your bone I'm throwing you. So, what happens when you are on a low calorie diet? The majority of those scams are low calorie diets. Okay.
Yeah.
There are things like the ketone companies that are just like fake products that they throw you and say this is going to help you lose weight, and they don't tell you to change your diet at all, right? So there are those scam companies.
Yes.
I don't like them. You don't need ketones in order to lose weight because you make your own ketones. You make them, and they're more powerful than any other company's ketones out there. So if you see a ketone company, scam. All right.
Yes, because those are synthetic ketones. They're not naturally produced ketones. So you're basically burning this man-made fat for energy. That's what it is, right?
It's expensive pee is what they say. So are we allowed to say that word? It really is. It really is. That's what you're doing. You're throwing your money at a company that's giving you fake products. Okay?
Right.
You can make your own ketones with a big, juicy ribeye steak.
Yes.
And a lot of butter. Okay? So you can burn your own body fat. But the majority that come to us and they're panicked because they're eating 900 calories. They want to eat their arm off. They're starving because they're eating 900 calories. And over the weekend, they had 1,200 calories, and suddenly the scale's going up. 1,200 calories is what it takes to keep a toddler alive, right?
Yes. So can I
go. That was your bone.
Because I experienced this myself. This was when I was biohacking on myself. Somebody who is, so biohacking is just kind of practicing something that, it was a no, what am I? I'm being a researcher basically. That's what I
In
was
your
that,
body.
that's
Yeah. Right.
where I was going with that. But
Yeah.
anyway, I ate under the 1200. So I was near that 900 calories. And I did it for a couple of months.
Right.
Let me tell you, I not only started losing my hair, that was my first, you know, aha moment of like something's not right. And then when I would go and exercise, I didn't have the energy. It doesn't matter what week I was on, like, in the hormone world wise, like what week I was on, I did not have the energy. I was constantly, I felt like you were describing, like, I felt like I had these lead weights on the bottom of my feet.
Yeah.
There's just nothing. I couldn't give anything because I was working out and a hit workout, which
Hmm.
is hardcore. You're burning a lot of calories with, and then extended after that when you're doing, add some strength into that. So I'm burning the calories that I just consumed for the day, if not even that. Like, because when workout wasn't that much, but I'm only living off of, like, say 500 calories for the day for the rest of the day with energy. It didn't go well. Like, I ended up feeling terrible. I looked terrible. I didn't look healthy at all. It was not great situation. So then, once I started building up my calories back up to where I needed, I learned that, we need to be a healthy us, maintain our weight, all those things, near 2000, right?
Yeah.
Am I saying
Yeah.
that?
16
We're
to
all
2,000 calories. Yeah.
we're all different, and how we are working out, if we're, stagnant, not really doing a whole lot of movement, sedentary is the word, but I like the word stagnant.
Yeah.
But we're all different, so we're going to consume a different amount of calories.
Yeah.
But one thing is most common is that we need over 12,000 calories to have that energy. And
1,200.
huh
1,200.
what
Not
I say
12,000.
not
Not
12,000, 1,200.
yeah.
The 100 calories.
Yeah.
12,000 is a lot.
Yeah. That would be a lot. I would really like that. Sign me up for that program.
Like, what would you consume for 12,000 calories?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I can only imagine.
I don't. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's true. You've got to have at least 1,200 just to stay awake in a coma.
Yeah.
Are you awake in a coma or are you sleeping? I don't know. Just to stay alive in a coma, you need 1,200 calories.
Your organs are moving. You
Yeah.
have, things are functioning in your body, but you're just not,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
pre- So
So when you come to us and you're like, okay, Monica, you've spoken my number, Coach Darcy, I hear you. I have been on 1,100 calorie diet and things have stopped moving. Have I been scammed? Number one, sorry, yes, you have. Number two, there's hope. Okay. There's absolutely hope when you crash your metabolism, when you adapt. Now there is a in this politically correct world, we're not allowed to use the word broken or crashed metabolism. So what we have to say is you've adapted your metabolism, because we can't say the other word. So what happens is we have to revive it. We have to put you on a reverse diet before we can do anything with you, because you sign up for our program and we're kind of the cleanup crew of all of the failed diets out there, because our way works, but it's a lot of work and nobody wants to put the energy and the effort into body, mind, and soul healing. And so they do try all of the crash diets first. And as a CEO, I've just gotten used to that. And I have planned our busy season to be now, because now people are like, now I'm gaining weight and I'm only eating 900 calories. Do you know the only way, if you come to us, the only way that you will lose weight is if we lower that amount. We have to lower it 200 to 500 calories. We'll try eating off of 500 calories a day. You can't do that. So we have to do a gentle reverse. And we don't do this because if we reverse your diet and put you where you're supposed to be, you will gain weight. So we have to reverse your diet. It takes about a month to 2 months to fix your metabolism before we can even begin to work with your calorie deficit, put you in a real one, and see you lose weight. The problem is you need not lose more than 1 or 2 pounds a week. So if you're losing 5 pounds a week, that's way too fast. You're not going to sustain that. So fast weight loss, and here's another thing, and I think I remember you saying this at one time. If I could just, it might have been in the laser conversation, but if I could just lose the weight really fast, I promise I'll never put it on. I'll know how to keep it off.
Yes.
My friends, you won't, because the reality is, even if you go to 1,200 calories after being on a starvation diet, you're going to gain weight at 1,200 calories. And that's not even a normal day for normal people, 1,200 calories. So science tells you otherwise. If you don't do it right the first time, you're going to be on the cycle, and eventually you're not going to scientifically be able to lose weight again.
Yes.
That's a reality. So what do you do when you are on these crash diets or when you're on these pills? Some of them you don't even lose a pound, and they are pulling $117 out of your account every month to take a gummy that is going to make you lose weight that you never lose.
Hey, but they got me, right?
Yeah, and then they have your bank account, and so they keep pulling it out. Sounds like I've fallen for that scam. I speak from experience.
Poor Mark.
We had to turn a company into the Better Business Bureau because they just kept pulling the money out, and I was getting these gummies on my doorstep that were all they did was make me gain weight. So what happens when you come to us from a scam diet? We tell you not to panic. Number one, we tell you that you're normal. We tell you that you were normal in falling for this because we experienced that longing to lose the weight fast. So there's no shame when you come to us, okay? What we do is we put you in an intense metabolic build program. So if you come to us and you've been eating normally, we can give you your macros right away because there's a standard number that we can give you. Now, it's based on your body weight. It's based on all of your data that you give us. But if you've been overeating, and you're going to slip right into the program. You're start losing. Everything's going to be good. But if you come from a low-calorie diet or you're not eating enough, we have to reverse that diet. And basically how that works, we ask you to data track. We want you to change nothing for the first 2 weeks that you're with us. So if you're thinking about needing a coach to get you out of this mess, but you're not sure yet, and you're like, oh gosh, I'm nervous to pull the trigger on this. If that's you, and you know you're going to eventually start tracking your data right now, okay? I need 2 weeks of exact data: calories, carbs, protein, fats. I need all of that information, 2 weeks of it. If you come to us and you've done that for 2 weeks, then we can cut 2 weeks off of your program right away. Because the first thing we're going to ask you to do is track everything you eat. And we have a tracker. We have our own app that we use so we can see what you're doing. And we can see, we're not even going to take away the carbs those first 2 weeks because I want to know what your normal looks like. Once you give us your normal and we're able to average out those calories, average out those macros, then we're like, okay, your metabolism is sitting right at 900. That's a problem, big problem. But we're going to reverse that, and we're going to gentle bump those calories up every week for about 2 months. Sometimes it can be done in 4 weeks. Sometimes it takes up to 2 months. Typically, my average client still loses during that time, but in reality, your weight is supposed to stay the same, okay? So we want to bump those calories up a certain percentage every week until we get you to what's called your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. That means that's how much it takes for you to maintain your weight. You maintain your weight at your TDEE, then we have your metabolism. That's what your baseline is. From there, we cut your calories 200 to 500 calories. Then you start losing weight. Does that make sense? Did I explain that okay, Darce?
You did. You really did.
Data is not diet. So when you come to us, we're like, buckle your seat because we need data from you. This is when we say, bring the measuring tools out in your kitchen. Typically, on the ketogenic diet, we're not necessarily measuring our food all the time. That's just not reality. But when you are in a metabolic adaptation, you have to, because we got to know exactly how much you're eating and what your average is.
And it also gives you an idea of a visual of what you're You know,
Yeah.
I always used to imagine the scale with just diet or like you're eating like birds or, you know,
Mhm.
that's not what it is. It's understanding how much of things, like how much is an ounce of chicken or what is 4 ounces of chickens, things like that. And you have it, it's the accuracy.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, you're actually when you're giving us the data, you're actually learning along with us. So
yeah.
you're learning what those things look like. We are learning how much you need or how much where your body and your metabolism is. That data will tell us a lot.
You
Now,
know,
mhm,
I was just gonna say, you keep that in your mind, but I just wanted to I have a memory of you. Can I share it?
yeah, sure.
When I used to work, I used to work for Monica way back in the day when she had children, preschool. What did you have? Daycare. That's what it was.
I had a daycare. Yeah, we're
You had
going
it,
way back.
yeah, all the way back. And this is the impression. Like she had these measuring it spoons. Like she would eat normal, and she was in this diet phase. Like it was always in this diet phase, and she had these specialized measuring spoons, and I feel like it was from like a specific company, but it was just you had these tiny little portions. 'Cause that's what your that diet fad that you were in was these what is it, the where you ate small little bit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you had a plate too, I think,
right. Yeah,
but
I remember that.
that tool ended up being just to serve the preschoolers, use that.
Yeah, they were cute, weren't they?
So anyway,
So it's so true. I sometimes the other thing we find during that data tracking is sometimes when we start to reverse the diet, we realize we don't need to do it as much as we thought. So by you tracking and being accurate and being honest with us, sometimes the news isn't as bad as what we think it's going to be.
right,
So sometimes we have to. And here's the other thing. So just because you come to us with the necessity of having a reverse diet and having to repair your metabolism, that news is not just stuck there. We take every client through a reverse diet. Before you end our program, if you're with me 12 months, you're going to go through a cycle of about 2 metabolic builds. Because even on normal, let's say, normal keto, we drop those macros down as you lose 25 pounds. Every 25 pounds, I change your macros. And so we get you down to a point where you're like, okay, we're at 1,300 calories. I don't like you that low. We're bumping back up. I want you about 1,600 calories, still losing weight. And then at the end of the season that you're with us, we're going to build that all the way up to 2,000 calories, right up to the point that you start gaining weight again. We take you there, which makes clients very nervous. Very nervous. When I did my metabolic build, I hired a coach. He was $300 a month. I hired him to do a build with me. He took me up to, I think I got up to 1895 calories. I was nervous. I was feeling bloated. I did not gain an ounce during that time, but I was nervous. I'm like, normal people are not supposed to eat this much. And I was struggling. All of our clients, when we get to the top, they're struggling. More mental, but they're like, oh my gosh, Monica, I can't eat anymore. We want you that way because when you're done losing the weight, we want you up there. We want you to never diet again and understand the science and how to do it.
yeah,
So, if you've fallen for those scams, number one, don't beat yourself up. The only thing you've lost is your checkbook because you've learned so much through that. And there's no shame. We have all been there. We've all wanted that quick fix. We've all wanted that. Please fix me, and just I promise I'll never go back, and I'll never gain the weight again. If I could just lose that, last 20 pounds, I'll never gain it back. We're here to tell you we're in maintenance and we are still on the journey.
yeah.
It is still not an easy thing. And we still have coaches. Darcy and I coach each other because we're like, gosh, just because we've done it means we have to figure out how to keep it off. And
Yeah.
we're doing that. But that's because we don't believe in dieting.
But
So
can I
don't beat
say,
yourself up.
so much easier because before I joined this world, I thought I was doing what I needed to do to lose the weight, and I lost 30 pounds, which
Mhm,
was a good amount.
mhm.
But I did not fix what needed to be fixed.
Right.
So then I gained everything back because I said when I lose the weight, I wasn't going back, but that was a lie. We easily break promises to ourselves.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
to break a promise to somebody else, we're gonna first of all break a promise to ourselves before we break it to somebody
Yeah.
else. Um,
Yeah.
that's just our personalities. We don't have that. I don't know what
Yeah.
that, but
Well, your mind has to heal along with your body.
yes,
If your mind does not heal with your body, you're going to gain the weight back. You've
right,
got to fix the mind as well as the body. And too many people think, well, that's too painful. I don't want to open up what's in the up there. I don't want to go there. I want to just take the weight off and don't make me fix anything else. Don't make me fix my spirit. Don't make me fix anything else. It doesn't work that way.
right.
You have
But
to fix
you know,
everything.
but once you do, you're gonna have this freedom. Like
Oh
I
my gosh.
out what the proper diet was.
Mhm.
What Mary says, the
Yeah.
proper. Once I learned that and I got the science down, and then I
Mhm.
started working on myself, there's this freedom
Yeah.
that I don't have to worry about summer. I don't have to worry about the next vacation. I don't have to worry about the next holiday. I don't have to worry about any of these things because I did the things. I, fixing mentally what has been holding me back or causing me problems or
Yep.
triggering certain things. And there's just this freedom where I know I'm not going to have to
Mhm.
depend on either company.
Mhm.
We teach our clients to fish.
Mhm.
Teach our clients to fish. They can take that knowledge and
Mhm.
live their life without any fear of
Yeah.
starving themselves or not knowing how to do certain things or going
Mhm.
backward. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah,
And that's
and
what
it's
we
continuing. It's continuing that knowledge after you lose the weight that's freeing too.
yes.
Just like my liver incident this week. I could have panicked about that. Like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, because when you hurt your liver, you're going to gain weight because inflammation is like it's like sucking on a popsicle all day long or a lollipop all day long. In the presence of insulin, you're not losing weight. Cortisol will spike your insulin, and being in a chronic season of inflammation, you're not going to lose weight and you're going to gain weight. And so learning that about yourself and learning, for me, 6 years into my journey and seeing my liver numbers and thinking and knowing what that liver does, it has changed my world. Like I am not as apt to go pick up that drink anymore because I know I've seen those numbers. Doesn't mean I'm never going to drink again. It just means, okay, I know what this does. And I know the ramifications that is going to happen inside my body if I choose to do this. So when you hit our stage of the game, that's when it kind of gets fun because then you're like, okay, I've got the weight under control. Now what else can I learn? Now what else can I learn about hormones? Now what else can I learn? So it's progressive. And so that's what happens after you I was going to say probably most everybody will spend the first $1,000 $2,000 on those diet pills. I did thousands of dollars because I was going to try this last thing because I saw it on my Facebook and Oprah did it. And all of these before and after pictures, most of those before and after pictures that those coaches put online are not even their own clients. They're owned by the company themselves in little tiny words in those pictures. And those before and after pictures says, this is not typical. The average weight loss is 12 pounds. If you look at those pictures. And so we've all fallen for those. I have fallen for the skin ones. I've fallen for all of those things, hoping that I would find that miracle skin product that is not going to age me to be 47 years old. We've all done it. And maybe perhaps there are products out there that works. We're not saying that that is not the case, but the majority of those products are scams.
Yes.
Okay? So we want to encourage you that you're not alone and it's not anything to hide from. Do not hide from the coaches when you're ready for our services. Do not hide from us and say, oh, I didn't try any of those things. Because if you do that and you start in our normal program, you're not going to be successful because that is not your metabolism. We've got to know the truth. And we have a specific program. If you've been on a low calorie program, you cannot go into our normal 3-month program. You have to take the metabolic build. Okay. So that was an intense session today, but we want to encourage you that you're not alone and you're not weird. You're not weird and you're not a cheater because we've all been there. We've all been there. Okay, so we're here every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. on YouTube. We're trying to figure out how the logistics worked with Facebook and how to get our faces over there. Hopefully we'll figure that out soon, but YouTube does seem to be a safe place for the moment for us to get our message out there. If you have not signed up for our blog on our website, kmhealthcoaching.org, you can sign up for our blog, and we have these messages coming out every day. Okay, so we want to get as much information out there as we possibly can. If you need a coach, I know Darcy has 3 openings right now for her 3-month program. I think there's a waiting list for the 8-week program because that's our signature program, which is included in the 3-month program. But the most successful is the 3-month program. So typically we have people signing up for the 8-week and then they graduate over to the 3 months. So we have spaces available. If you are like, gosh, she spoke my language, but make sure that you let us know. And the best thing to do is to sign up for a free health coaching call, because then we can physically talk to you, find out where you've come from, and put you in the right program. The metabolic build program is 4 months, okay? Because we have to have that extra month to build your metabolism, okay? All right. If you have any questions, see our website at kmhealthcoaching.org. All of our coaches are over there. So if you are searching for a coach, you just go find your coach over there and sign up for a health consultation call. All right. Darcy, you are really blurry all of a sudden.
I know. It's been today. I don't know why.
It's today. And by the way, I love seeing Clark back on Facebook. I have missed him. And so he makes me smile every morning.
Yes, he's a rugrat, that's for sure.
Yes, he is. All right, guys, we will see you next Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, click the bell, the little red bell right down below if you want to be notified when we go live. All right, have an amazing rest of your day and keep encouraged, all right? All right, see you.
Bye.